Okay, so finally back with the videos, and different location now. Not just a different gym, but a different country too. So in Thailand now. But this is the first week post deload of the new training block, and yeah, basically there's a bit of a rearrangement or a readjusting of the whole training layout itself, more so just to accommodate for better recovery between sessions for each body part, and then to also just cater for the new gym and the better equipment that I've access to. So doing chest, shoulders, triceps and calves now. So I'm tagging calves onto my push sessions. I'm doing basically push-pull legs, and the rear delts are going onto the pull days and the calves are going onto the push days. So the leg days are only glute, hamstring and quads, no calves. All in all, yeah, it's pretty much the general gist of it. So today's the first session of the week, and it's the first push session, starting with calves. So that'll be a warm-up set. It's 12 to 15 reps for calf raises today, and we've got 3 sets to start the block off with. So the volume's starting a little bit lower this time, and we're just titrating up on a week-to-week basis. So yeah, just like a set here or there, added each week to a few exercises until I basically reach my maximum recoverable volume. It's not really an approach I generally do, but yeah, trying something new. Usually my volume stays pretty consistent through the entire block. Usually it has in the past, but yeah, giving this a shot, and then also going to be deloading a little bit more frequently to hopefully prevent the likelihood of future potential tears again. But yeah, time for set number 1. Okay, so incline machine press now. This is a main chest movement for the session that I'm doing. So I'll be doing 2 straight sets and then 1 down set. Straight sets are 6 to 10 reps and down set will be 10 to 15. But because I did tear my pec, obviously less than 2 weeks ago, I'll be taking it a little bit easier. Now, because I'm not really lifting that heavy at the moment until I fully recover from it, I can keep the rest periods a little bit shorter, but it's still got to be sensible. So normally I'd probably rest like 2.5, 3 minutes between sets on something like this, but today 2.5 minutes. So a little bit shorter, but not stupidly short. I still want to make sure that I'm going into the session, or into the next set I mean, feeling relatively recovered and prepared so that I'm not shaking and have a bunch of peripheral nervous system fatigue that's going to just really mess up my ability to execute the lift. Yeah, 1 more straight set of this, then I'll put it down to 1 plate for the down set, and probably just pump out 15 reps and just stop there. Now, I'm not a big fan of hot weather, but one positive, or the silver lining I suppose, to the hotter weather over here is you don't go cold between sets. If you go cold between sets here, you're either really retarded at the genetic level somehow, or you're just training way too easy and resting way too long between sets. Yeah, 1 more set, the down set, and then it is time for the next exercise. Again, keeping the grip nice and close just to try to limit the stretch through the pec until it fully heals. Yeah, it's the second press of the session, and second chest exercise, just a decline press. So you don't have to, like, when you train chest, as long as you're hitting the chest from a few different angles throughout your entire week of training, you don't have to necessarily hit it from every angle in a single session. But that's what I'm doing today. But it doesn't really pose any extra benefit if you're already hitting, say, a decline press later in the week on a second chest session. So if you're training everything twice a week, or most things twice a week, you can target a muscle group from all different angles across the span of the entire week. So maybe like half of the ways in which you can target a muscle you'll have positioned on one of your training sessions for that body part, and the other half you'll have on the other session later in the week. It doesn't have to be like all on a single session. Like if you're trying to train chest and you want your chest to grow, you don't have to do flat, incline, decline every time you train chest. As long as you're hitting those variants at some point throughout your training block, then that's what matters. Even on a weekly basis, it's not a major detriment if you don't hit the chest from, say, an incline, a flat, and a decline angle. But, I mean, you might as well. The way I'd probably structure it, if you want to get the most out of your chest training but don't necessarily want to throw everything in the kitchen sink at a body part in a single session, which is what I recommend, is choose some sort of a press for each day you train chest. It might be one day you might do an incline, the other day you might do a flat or a decline. Then add in some sort of horizontal adduction, loaded horizontal adduction, whether it be a fly on one day. Then the other day you might have a dip or something like a pullover. If you do something like that, that's pretty quote-unquote optimal for chest training. As long as you're doing enough volume to get enough stimulus for the actual muscle to grow, then yeah, you don't need to do every chest press variation there is known to man in a single session. Same goes with arms or legs or any body part for that matter, but it's enough rambling. Time for set number 1. Throw an extra 25-pound each side for the final set. So still keep it conservative, not going to go to failure. Yeah, see how it feels. Final chest exercise of the session. So pec fly. Bit of a different variation to what I usually do, but it looks like it'll be pretty good, so we'll test it out. Okay, so the first and only shoulder exercise of the session. Do rear delts tomorrow with back, but side delts today with chest. And yeah, 4 sets, high reps, 12 to 20. I tell you what, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. This shirt, it literally looks like I've been hit with a hose or something. Yeah, one more set of these to go. I forgot to mention that they're rep match sets, so I got 17 on the first one, so I've got to get 17 on every single one of the following sets with the same weight. So that's why I've been rest pausing a little bit in the last set, and so yeah, one more of these, and then on the triceps to finish the session off. Tricep exercise, tricep pushdowns or tricep press downs, tomato, and after this it's one more exercise and then it's done. So doing one tricep exercise to target the triceps in a shortened position, so one where the shoulder's kind of down by your side and the other one where the shoulder is stretched out, the arms overhead, so that'll be the next exercise. And there's a really cool machine overhead extension here which I'll be using, so you'll see that in a minute. My cap is literally dripping like a tap that hasn't been turned off properly. This is fucked. Since I started training over here, but I forgot today, so I don't think I'm going to be able to order a lift home. I'm going to have to walk home because there's no way I want to be a disrespectful piece of shit and sit in the back of somebody's car sweating like this. So yeah. Okay. Rest pause, 3 more. God. 1 more. This is the overhead tricep extension machine. Probably posted on my Instagram, so if you follow me there you would have seen it, but this is fun. Very fun piece of equipment. So I've just lowered it down a notch to hopefully just make the setup feel a little bit more comfortable and like it's targeting my triceps a little bit more. Felt like I couldn't really fully extend, like the machine was restricting me to like a shortened range of motion. So having that seat a notch lower should allow me to just get a little bit more extension at the top without running into unwanted resistance from the machine. One set to go. I still feel like it could be a little bit better, so I'm gonna try my luck with setting number 4 on the seat. And if that feels really good, then I know that's the golden number for me, and I have to just make sure I set the machine up with that seat height every single time I revisit this machine in the future. Here goes. Oh, that's perfect. Number 4 it is. Whew.